The British pound rallied as news of the agreement came out. That caused stocks to fall in London. The major European indices all ended in the red. The transition deal comes as relief for British businesses. They had warned repeatedly about the need to avoid a so-called cliff edge when the UK formally leaves the Union. Joining me now, Edwin Morgan is the Interim Director of Policy at the UK's Institute of Directors. Edwin, thank you so much for joining us. So your reaction to this tentative agreement between the two sides?
Well, I think really we can't emphasise enough just how important transition is. I mean, it's worth going over this. The point about having a transition period is that it means that businesses now don't have to implement any of their contingency plans. So that's things like moving staff, moving offices, taking the more extreme steps that they would have to take if they didn't know what was happening and were facing a sudden change from the current situation. So that is a very positive and welcome step today. Really now we have to move on sort of as quickly as possible to working out where the bridge that we have is taking us to. What's on the other side?
Is there any concern that you're going to see other companies follow Unilever's suit and leave the UK altogether? Or does news today, at least temporarily, halt that move?
I mean, to be fair, I don't think Unilever are leaving entirely. They're changing where they're listed. But
right.
I think that this gives companies some certainty that up until 2020, the end of 2020 at least, there will be no change in their terms of trading with the EU or the staff that they can get from the EU. So that really helps them to plan, to know that nothing is going to be a radical change. And then I suppose the question is, at what pace does that implementation period end, and how are the things phased in, like new customs arrangements, that kind of thing? This is all the discussions that really need to get moving pretty quickly now.
And this all happens with Theresa May really overseeing a weak coalition government. If these talks continue to make the progress that we're seeing today, will this boost her standing domestically?
I think businesses, from the standpoint of our members at the IOD, it's very difficult when you've got politics as fractious as this, and a minority government not knowing how the politics might twist things or suddenly change the situation. I think all in all, businesses will feel more comfortable today and feel that the government has achieved something and be happier about the place we're in. Yeah.
Edwin Morgan, we appreciate your time tonight. Thank you.